Very great movie.
Okay, so Gone Girl's from 2014. Written by Gillian Flynn. Directed by David Fincher. We got Ben Affleck, Rosamund, like you said, Rosamund Pike, Neil Patrick Harris, Carrie Coon, Kim Dickens, Emily Ratajkowski, Tyler Perry. By the way, before I continue, I knew I had seen that girl before. Now that I'm seeing her name, I know who that is. But like the whole time I'm watching the movie, I'm like, I know who that is. Couldn't remember her name for the life of me. Yeah. But glad I'm saying her name. Tyler Perry. that's so funny to me.
Tyler Perry is very good.
He's a very good actor. It's just like it was just so funny to like see him in something else. I've seen him in other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like the normal like scope you see him in is him and a Mamu. Mamu's like acting as a grandma, and it's
who carries a gun all the time.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny though. I've seen it. I think because in all those movies he would play like a lawyer. Like in the Medea movies, he would like play another character that was a lawyer.
Yeah, that was always saving a troubled young woman from like a dude who sold drugs and was bad to her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of preaching something, but I don't know really what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Okay, alright. So, the plot of this movie.
Wait, who directed it?
I read that. It was directed by David Fincher.
Oh, yeah, you read it.
Yeah. Written by Gillian, right? Gillian?
Yeah.
I don't know why that throws me off so much.
I don't know if it's Gillian Flynn or Gillian Flynn.
I feel like it's Gillian. But, is it a man or a woman? Do you know?
It's a girl.
Is it? It's probably Gillian then. Just spelled.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It does matter, actually.
It does kind of matter.
It does matter.
But it's probably, if it's a woman, it's probably Gillian though.
We'll see.
So we have, wow. You hear that?
Yeah, that's wild.
Dude. Alright. I hear that. Okay, on their 5th wedding anniversary, writing teacher Nick Dunn returns home to find his wife, Amy, missing. Her disappearance receives press coverage as Amy was the inspiration for her parents' popular Amazing Amy children's books. Detective Rhonda Booney finds poorly concealed evidence of a struggle in the house. The media suspect Nick due to his apathy towards Amy's disappearance. He can't give a fuck. In the past, Amy revealed to Nick that Amazing Amy was a perfected version made up of the real Amy's failures. Their marriage disintegrated over time. Both lost their jobs in the recession and moved from New York City to Nick's hometown of North Carthage, Missouri, to support his dying mother. That's fucked up. Nick became distant with Amy and began cheating on Amy with Andy, one of his students, while Amy became resentful towards Nick for making her move to Missouri. Forensic analyst of the house uncovers clean bloodstains indicating a murder. Booney discovers evidence of financial issues, spousal disputes, and Amy's recent propensity to acquire a gun. Medical records indicate that Amy was pregnant, which Nick denies knowing of. Amy and Nick had played treasure hunt games on every wedding anniversary. Amy, this year, had hidden items purchased with Nick's credit card in the shed, as well as a diary that shows Amy's growing dread and ending with the fear that Nick will kill her. Yikes. That's fucked up.
That's a good life. That's a very good environment to live in.
Right, just like imagining imagine every day really thinking actually I
might die today.
Yeah, he might kill me today. And I guess when you really think about it, I'm just being stupid here, but when you really think about it, that could be a thought you have every day, even if your husband isn't violent. You know what I mean?
That's called marriage, folks.
That's what I'm saying. All right. Anyway, sorry. Amy drives to a campground in the Ozarks. Upon discovering Nick's affair, she had conceived plans to frame him for her murder. She misinterpreted the relationship between herself and Nick by falsifying accounts in a diary. Unbeknownst to Nick, she had befriended her neighbor to tell her stories about Nick's temper and steal her urine to manipulate pregnancy results. That part was crazy. She placed supporting evidence of Nick's guilt in the clue spots for the treasure hunt to let the police find them. She also splattered her own blood across the kitchen and cleaned it haphazardly. She assumed that Nick would be executed for her murder and planned to drown herself. Nick deduces Amy's plan and convinces his twin sister Margot of his innocence. He flies to New York City and hires Tanner Bolt, a lawyer known for representing men accused of killing their wives. That's so specific. Is that legit?
There
I know there's specific lawyers for stuff, but like, is that like
there's lawyers for every specific thing, and they always get like focused on their like line of work, you know?
Oh, like what they're like good at, or like
basically? Like so, like if I'm like there's lawyers who are divorce lawyers specifically for men, and people who are divorce lawyers specifically for women.
Yeah,
because they're just good at getting what they need to get out of like both, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Or like one knows either side better. So. I don't doubt that would be something. I think you know the movie.
It's just funny to hear.
I think this movie is like very satirical in like the way that it approaches stuff. Like it's.
What do you mean?
Like it makes fun of like what it's talking about in a little bit of a way. Like everything feels a little bit more dramatized than real life.
Mm-hmm.
Like just a little bit more, and like
then it like actually,
they really drive it home with the way they. Like portray the media in this movie, eh? You know,
dude. Yeah.
Like the movie's really over the top in that way.
Let's wait till we get there.
Like the movie's really over the top in that way, so I really wouldn't put it past them to think about like how they could really make it over the top in every possible way. And I think
because they definitely did very good at that, like the dramatization of it all. But also, I feel like it was kind of like. Necessary.
Well, of course.
Yeah. He hires Tanner Bolt, lawyer representing people who who killed their wives. Nick also meets Amy's ex-boyfriend Tommy O'Hara, who Amy had falsely accused of rape by ostensible rape wounds. Okay, ostensible rape wounds are her vagina and evidence of O'Hara's semen. Nick approaches another ex-boyfriend, the wealthy Desi Collins, against whom Amy had filed a restraining order for stalking, but Desi turns him away. When Amy's campground neighbors rob her, she calls Desi for help, convincing him that she fled Nick's abuse. Desi agrees to hide her in his lake house. After Amy reveals their affair at a press conference, Nick appears on a talk show affirming his innocence and apologizes for his shortcomings as a spouse to lure Amy out of hiding. Booney believes she has the fucking cop. They probably should say that. But Booney believes she has enough evidence to arrest Nick for murder. But Bolt gets out on bail. Amy realizes that Desi intends to keep her in the house to forcibly rekindle their relationship. Amy then uses Desi's surveillance cameras to help make it appear that he kidnapped and raped her. Slits his throat while they have sex and returns home to Nick covered in Desi's blood, clearing Nick of suspicion, and framing Desi as the kidnapper after recounting a false account of their altercation to Booney. Jesus. When Booney brings up the inconsistencies with Amy's account, she resorts to calling her incompetent. Amy tells Nick the truth and admits to Desi's murder, saying that him pleading for her to come back is the man she wants. Nick shares it with Booney, Bolt, and Margot, but there is no evidence of her guilt. Nick intends to leave Amy, but she reveals that she is pregnant, having inseminated herself with Nick's sperm stored at a fertility clinic. That's crazy. Nick reacts violently to Amy's insistence that they should remain married, but feels responsible for their child and decides to stay married, despite Margot's qualms. The couple then announces on television that they are expecting a child. Yeah, kind of ended there.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I messed up way less than I thought I was going to. I had like 3.
I honestly, when I read last week's, I thought I was going to
You messed up
way
like
more.
2.
Yeah, I messed up like whole sentences and would get kind of lost though. I would be like, wait a minute.
I tried to do my best.
You did good.
Yeah,
you had to read like 3, 4
Yeah, it was a
paragraphs
lot.
more than me.
Jeez.
Yeah, I showed it to you and you didn't think it was that much, and then you get to reading it and you're like, wait a minute, I'm still.
I was like, I'm still reading.
Yeah.
I need my phone.
Yeah, it's a thing. But yeah. What were your thoughts coming out of this movie?
So my initial thoughts coming out of the movie were like these are just initial first thoughts. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. Yeah, my initial thoughts were, damn, I finally finished it. Because I took so long to finish it. Another initial thought, damn, that was crazy. Because, like, it was crazy.
What?
And then, like, I guess, like, all at the same time, I was like, damn, it's a long-ass movie.
Yeah.
Those were initial thoughts.
Very.
As far as the movie, very good movie. It definitely does a very good job at like pacing once it gets to that point. Like, you know, like you're kind of like loaded at the beginning of it, and then you're like, yeah, okay, you know, it's like your casual, oh, wife is missing, did the husband do it type shit, and like you're getting that for like the first fucking like 20-30 minutes, and then it definitely picks up, and I like when I like how the movie does like it like at some point it starts to try to make you think, or maybe some people who would think like this, like that he actually did it, because obviously at the beginning when it comes on and like everything that's presented to you, you like know he didn't do it, like right at the beginning you're like, oh, you're trying to figure out what the fuck happened, but then as it starts going on it's like he did this, he did that from her perspective.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit, this man was like wilding. And then I like how it did that. Like it changed my mind a lot. Like I was watching, I didn't like immediately be like, oh, he did that. I was like, oh shit, okay, this is new information. And yeah, so I like that a lot. And fucking, they did. I like how they incorporated like the whole movie, like her journal writings being, you know, what we're saying basically.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good way to tie the whole movie together,
Mm-hmm.
and then for you to realize by the end of the movie that the journal writings are all a ruse, and like you're getting. I love that because, like, you know, there's the term like the term mark, like being a mark.
Mm-hmm.
I watch a lot of pro wrestling, and that's like a huge term, and that's basically like what you call somebody when they're somebody who buys what you're selling. And I'll tell you what,
So Mark
I was a big time mark for that whole journal. She had me. She pulled my heartstrings.
Yeah,
the whole time. And
it was really good.
Boom! Just like a wrestling heel, they pull the carpet out from under your feet, and they're like, "Actually, I'm a piece of shit." And I was just making you care about me to
holy shit,
call you a fucking dumbass, you stupid piece of shit. And you like it, like,
you stupid piece of shit.
But when it's written this well, and the Gillian Flynn, I think her name is, who wrote this movie, she wrote a book. This is a book, originally, Gone Girl, and she also wrote the book, so she got to write her own movie adaptation. No, obviously not.
Okay.
She wrote the you know, her own film adaptation, and that's something that not a lot of people get to do. Like Stephen King is like, I think he's written one of his screenplays, but like, and that movie is not good from, you know, the reviews. I've not seen it, but yeah. My first thought that I have written down here is classy guy. He eats pussy. I thought that was one thing that I noticed. That's not something you see very often in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
A guy giving head to a woman.
Especially off the bat like that.
And I feel like it's
because that was like very fast.
It was them trying to indicate who his character was. And it was them like giving you empathy for like that character. Not empathy, but like you trying to be like, oh, this guy is okay. He's different. This guy is not. He's not just
He's not some fuck off.
Stupid shit.
Yeah, he's not some fuck off.
It gives you like a. I like how this movie pulls on human emotion a lot. Like it makes you. It really tries to manipulate. Not manipulate, but use social norms, gender norms.
It definitely makes
relationship norms.
Yeah.
It takes all those stereotypes and all those norms, and it kind of flips them on their head. I mean, like she uses gender norms all the time. Rosamund Pike's character. She uses them all throughout the movie, and I thought it was really, really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Of her being like. Just the way that she got away with fucking Desi's murder. Of just being like, you're crazy. And
yeah, like
framing him as an ex, like a
holy
crazy
shit.
ex, and she was the crazy ex, and it was. Yeah.
I love that scene. Cause just like how she's saying that stuff, and like the officers like questioning what she's saying. I love how as a cop, I thought that scene was good, but also like it shows like I think it really happened. Like stupid people are in the sense of like. How is the cop questioning her in front of all these people and no one else is like batting an eye at it? Like she's the only one saying anything like back to what she's presenting, like sitting in the fucking wheelchair, like ultimately like we know is crazy. And like the cop is like, oh yeah, I don't know. And like no one else is like, maybe she's right.
Yeah, and that's exactly one of the scenes I'm talking about where it's like taking gender norms and like kind of using them to its advantage and exactly it's using gender norms and out in the audience's perceived notion and idea of these gender norms, which we know if a woman gets like hurt, and this is not by. Sorry if you hear the whining dog. Not right now, Ellie. Okay, so she
So funny.
she uses the fact that all these men are going to give her empathy, and she uses that to her advantage to be an insidious person and get away with all this stuff. She knows that all cops are mostly men, and none of them are going to question it. And then she knows that the one female cop that is going to question her, the one cop who is a woman is going to question her. She's going to get outranked because that's what society is. Yeah. And that's a perfect example of what I was trying to get across of like.
No, I think you're right.
It's so good at using society norms, and I think that's what
Like no matter what she said, she was good.
Yeah, just what something great movies all do is like put a mirror on society, and it used it in such a way that further made the movie even better and more believable, and I really enjoyed that aspect.
Because you're like watching it and you're like that could definitely happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just like, because I mean it has happened.
Yeah.
It has happened with men too, but like obviously like it's happened with women to where like you've seen them get away with some crazy shit just because you present yourself as like an innocent white woman. It's kind of like it's cool.
Yeah.
Like you're probably good if you do it correctly. Yeah. And fucking what was I about to say? So when the movie starts, whatever, you get to the part where she's like telling the story, or starts telling the story.
Yeah.
And then I would feel so like bad for him because like when it first started, I'm like damn, like because I get what people were saying when they're like, oh, like in the movie they're like, oh, you're acting like you don't care. Like I mean, it's like yo.
How am I supposed to?
It's like you're like I'm gonna divorce this bitch, and she just suddenly disappears. Like you kind of what the hell? I don't know. It's just like it definitely pulls at your heartstrings too, because it made me like that whole time I'm watching, I'm just like picking sides. the entire time.
One of my favorite things in the movie.
Yeah, I like that.
Is you are the whole time it keeps pulling you in these different directions, and you feel empathy for both of these characters, but at the end of the day, you're like, oh my god, they both fucking suck.
Yeah, right?
They're awful people, but both of them, they both deserve this. And it's like, at the end of the day, you normally can sit back and be like, oh man, you know, I feel so bad that he had to go through that or she had to go through that. But you're like, don't really feel that bad that these two people went through this.
Right.
I mean, it's like,
I think they both suck. But obviously,
karma's gonna hit you back.
I think she was definitely at a different fucking point of just like, damn, but you're trying to frame me for killing you?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Like, that's different right there. The part where like the cops come searching the house or whatever, and they find the fucking clue one in her dresser, whatever. And it's just like, bro, and like they question, or like she questions them about it later. I just love how like the whole time, obviously at the beginning, he's like so like he's like transparent and like wanting to help them find his wife, but it's just funny because like the whole time they're like questioning him. It's like, I mean, I get you question everybody, especially the husband first, but it's just like, bro.
Yeah.
I'm giving y'all everything.
Yeah, and that's another way that they show
Yeah.
societal norms of like just being like, oh my god, this dude obviously killed his wife. This dude, like, there's no way.
Everywhere.
And like the guy, the male cop was like super like, oh my fuck this guy.
Oh yeah, he hated him. Yeah.
Oh my god, he hated him.
And she was like the only one that was skeptical most of the time, right? Like
she was like, I think he did it. He's like,
But,
I'm not.
yeah.
She's like, I'm not with you. But at the same time, I need hard proof that he did actually do it.
Right.
Which, you know, I really liked. Not really liked. Cops sucked. But, you know.
I like that she stayed open.
And yeah, I like that she didn't just be like, yeah, you know, he did it.
Right. She had more dignity.
There.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Their dialogue in the beginning was like so cringy. Like when they were giving it like the two guys, or not the two guys, Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike's character. Their dialogue was so cringy. We're gonna take a break in like a second. I just want to wait for that.
I need to take a break. I just want.
No, well we gotta take a break because the camera will go off.
Alright.
In like 2-3 minutes.
I thought we were open with that shit.
The proposal was smooth as fuck, though.
The proposal was smooth as fuck.
Like, oh yeah, like she was doing that interview.
Yeah, I like that. How he sat down and started doing his own interview.
Yeah.
I have a part here about that where I said, where he says, he like says everything. He's like, oh, so you have world class vagina. I thought that was hilarious.
That was really good.
That made me laugh. But yeah, the proposal was smooth as shit, though. It was. It was very smooth. I also like the scene where he like was at the party or at a party, and he like walks up to her, they're chatting up a little bit, and he's like, he goes to take the beer, he's like, whose beer am I about to drink? And she's like, I don't know, you tell me. And he starts like scanning the room and like kind of like telling everybody, like everyone he's
he's like mansplaining all the guys.
Yeah,
mansplaining all the guys, but he's like reading all of the guys.
Yeah, I thought that was funny too.
I thought that was great.
And then after that, when she's like, she like lists off like who she could be.
Yeah.
And as they're like walking away, I thought that was good. There's a lot of like good like, just like you're like damn.
The first hour was really cool with them cutting back into when they met to now him like be like him going through her missing and like all this
Mm-hmm.
before you find out like that she's really in on like her disappearance or anything.
Yeah.
And like in the first hour where it's cutting back and forth between him meeting her for the first time and you really meeting him like in the now, I thought that was really good. I thought I thought it paced the movie really well once it started cutting back into like the past and stuff.
Yeah, because they definitely could have made that like I guess any movie could have made that like super fast and like not explain much. Yeah. But like they did that whole thing like very well. And like you kind of like got everything as far as like knowing about him and her. You know?
Yeah. I have a note here that says, did they really fuck in a public library?
Bro. I put one about before that happened. Or yeah, it was before when like first met and they like are walking outside and they go to kiss in the fucking like was it snowing? Is that what it was? But like he's like, oh, you can't go unkissed. I thought that was so fucking corny. He's like, you can't go unkissed in something. I can't remember the line, but I was like, what the fuck? That shit was so fucking corny. I was like, holy shit. I was like, I do love also how real this movie is in the sense of like that could happen.
Dudes will say some corny shit.
Bro, dudes will say corny shit like that. Or like the conversation even they were having at a party, like that could be a real conversation that happens, you know?
Yeah.
Like, especially like under the influence, like fucking talking like that. Well, yeah, why are they fucking a public library? Like, what the fuck?
Bro, like, somebody's about to use that table to study. Like, that's so... that's so rude. Fucked up. Like, I can't even get over it.
But it's just like, what the fuck? Yeah. We talked about, too, how, like, when they're in the elevator or whatever, and then he says something, and he's like, yeah, she's like, I can't trust you because of your chin. Yeah. She, like, covers his chin.
And he's, like, that's a theme.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
Fucking... Oh, I wrote when he like goes in there.
Keep it. We're gonna take a break real quick because we gotta switch the video over, and we're gonna go get some more beverages and we're gonna recoup after. So break. You're fucking pussy. Your hair looks bad.
You're a bitch. I hate your fucking face.
Oh my god.
What's the lightsaber?
Okay, we were talking about them fucking in a public library, and you were about to read one of your notes.
So
welcome back.
Okay, so I laugh. So the bartender obviously is his sister.
Love the character. That's my favorite character in the movie.
She's awesome. What's her name again? Margaret.
Carrie Coon.
No, what is Margot, right?
Yeah, no, it's Margot. Yeah.
Okay. Please.
Yeah, you can call her Go, I guess. Well, that's what he was calling her all movie. He was
that's pretty bad.
I did not like that.
Right. Go.
I was very, that was very authorish. Like, authors would love doing that. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Fault in Our Stars, that kid's name's fucking Radar.
Is it? I've never seen
one of the kids in the movie is named
like a main character?
Yeah, I think so.
Ew. I like that when he came in the bar. Oh, I did. So I have a couple of notes about, like, I guess, like, the beginning of it a little bit. I like that they own a bar called The Bar. That was fucking hilarious. Obviously, like, wow. Yeah, so that got me. And then he walked in the bar or whatever. And what's up with him getting his sister a board game all the fucking time? Like, what was there significance to that?
No clue.
But like she like puts it with the rest of them, and it was like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't understand that either.
I more questioned it and I wrote it because I was like, what? I thought I genuinely when I saw that happen, I'm not even joking. Like I didn't think that it was gonna like come back and be something, but I was like, oh, there must be. So like I don't know. I guess I thought too much about it. I probably did. Yeah. But also like she had a fucking protect your nuts shirt on, t-shirt. Fucking protect your nuts with a squirrel and shit. That was funny. Bro, she was like, she was like, are you gonna talk? And he's like, no, whatever. She's like, okay, well, you're gonna have to listen to like the shit that happened to me today. She like named off some stuff, and then when it made me laugh, she was like, oh, or how about when I saw this girl, or so when I saw Nicole, when I saw this person that looked like Nicole, and their name happened to also be Nicole. Do you remember that part?
Yeah.
She said she saw her friend Nicole, but it wasn't Nicole. But the person she saw, his name was Nicole. I guess when she stopped him, I was like, wow, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, that character felt so real. The character, I have that written down that Margot is the like voice of reason in the movie. Like she's the voice of the people watching the movie.
Yeah.
She's the voice of the audience.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I really like her character. And Carrie Coon played that character really well.
Do you know whatever she's in? Like, I don't know.
I looked it up when I was doing like my little bit of research that I do for these. I don't want to say it's a little bit. I mean, I look around and stuff, and I like to read like set stories and stuff like that. The novel, well, I guess we'll just do some fun facts. The novel for this movie was written in 2012.
Wow. Okay.
So turned this movie
Two
around
years
really
later.
quickly.
Yeah.
This movie came out September the 26th of 2014. $60 million budget, made $370 million in the box office. Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I was looking up Carrie Coon. I looked up Gone Girl. Hold on. Carrie Coon has also been in. We got the IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. She was she played Proxima Midnight in Infinity War. The Avengers movie. You may remember her. She was Thanos'.
That's her?
She was Thanos' left-hand woman. She's just wearing like prosthetics and stuff, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have seen that. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. She was in Infinity War and Endgame. She dies in Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
She's badass.
Really?
In Infinity War. They do her justice.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently she was in the new Ghostbusters Afterlife movie that came out last year. She was in the movie Widows that came out in 2018. It had Liam Neeson and Brian Tyree Henry and someone else that I cannot remember off the top of my head. She was in The Post, a Steven Spielberg movie, in 2017. She was in a movie in 2017 called Izzy Gets the Fuck Across Town.
What?
Yeah.
Sounds like a
But yeah, I mean, this was one of her. This is her breakout role. This is her first.
Sounds like it.
This is her first movie role. All before this, she was a TV actress, and this was her first big breakout. But the director David Fincher loves doing stuff like that.
Mm.
Fincher is great. Fincher, I mean, Fight Club, Seven, Zodiac. I mean, as of recently, that show on Netflix, Mindhunter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude's got.
I've heard about it.
Dude's got
I never watched it.
an insane resume. Absolutely insane resume. I mean, I'll pull up. I'm not even doing it justice right now because he's got even more.
I've heard a lot about Mindhunter.
Yeah, Mindhunter was so good.
That's about like serial killers, right?
Yeah, it's about how they created the. It's not really. It's like a dramatization of how they created the division that handles murder and stuff like that. Like, yeah, very, very much in that vein.
Yeah.
Love that show. It's really good.
Hey, you watched it before?
Oh yeah, I'm super duper into that show. He's cut it short because like, anybody who's seen the show will agree that like he probably could have already done the season 3 for that show, and it probably would have been really good, but he decided to focus on this movie that he wanted to create called Mank. Mank, M-A-N-K. So he directed all his focus towards that, and I don't think that he wants to do the show anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
It's just like that's like all of the, it's like all of the chatter that he just doesn't want to. Mm. But yeah, Seven, The Game with Robert De Niro, which I've heard is good. I've not seen it. Fight Club, obviously great. He directed Panic Room.
I've seen that. That's a good one.
He's friends with Trent Reznor. He directed a Nine Inch Nails music video in 2005. Obviously, Trent Reznor score on this movie with Atticus Ross, his longtime partner when doing scores and stuff like that. He did Zodiac, Benjamin Button, The Social Network, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Damn, his resume is crazy.
Gone Girl, Mindhunter, Mank, and if you've ever heard of it, the TV show Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. The animation, right?
Half animation.
Yeah,
half,
I've seen some of it.
Yeah, it's a great.
Damn, his resume is wild.
Yeah, great show if you ever.
Show me what he looks like real quick. You still have it up.
I can.
I just want to see what he looks like.
Yeah.
I didn't realize like he had done it. Which, I mean, I wouldn't know anything.
He's the man. He got his start in
He's only 60.
Yeah, he's one of the guys. There you go. And like this is one of the guys who's like really helped progress CGI in a way that's practical. He really loves using CGI practically, and I love it about him. But yeah, enough about David Fincher. But yeah, that kind of explains how this movie is so good, and you know, because he's got all that experience preceding him, and he's just got such a great vision. Throughout this whole movie, at least for me, I can get the idea that like every single detail is planned out.
Yeah, right.
To a fucking T. As this movie is being made. As the movie is being made. You can tell when somebody goes back and patches a movie up. And sometimes that can work. Not normally, in my opinion. But it can work. And I feel like just you get the sense when watching this movie, it's just like everything is planned out to a fucking T.
It's like, yeah, everything means like something.
Yeah, like every single thing.
Yeah.
And I don't even think the camera work in this movie is incredibly like inspired. Like it's not anything insane. Like I don't think the camera work does anything. And I don't think that it would help the movie either. I think it would distract from the story they were telling.
Yeah.
So.
I agree.
Yeah.
So when they take him in the police station, right, and they're like questioning him.
Yeah.
It was funny. I remember I wrote this. I didn't write what I'm going to say after, but I wrote, "Are you supposed to know your significant other's blood type?" And then like I had wrote that while. Because they ask him that, he's like, I don't know. And then, like, they're like, you haven't called her parents? Go do that. And, like, I wrote that as that's being said. And then he walks out, and then the cop, like, looks at the other cop. He's like, should I know my wife's blood type? She's like, no. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh, shit, I literally just wrote that down. And he asked that. Because it's like, when they're asking him that, I'm like, why the fuck? Like, maybe you do know your wife's blood type or your husband's, but I'm like, that's not a question that's gonna determine anything. Like, what the fuck?
That I was like, I literally was like, I don't even know my own blood type.
Bro, same. Question. Because I feel stupid asking this, but you probably know.
Go ahead.
Remember? Excuse me. When they're going through like them being together and they fucking shit and all that shit, and they're like it's showing us how like they met and all that bullshit, and the part where they got each other a present and they got each other the same thing, were those sheets?
Yes, they had gotten,
they were sheets.
They had gotten sheets with like a crazy thread count. And so, yeah, they I don't know. They just, I guess they had made a joke where their sex was too good for poor people's sheets. And so they both got themselves sheets that were 2,000 thread count.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was...
That's what I thought, but I really wasn't sure on
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
That was the thing I was talking about where it was like super cringy.
Very much so, yeah.
And then
she's like, I hate us. She's like, I hate us.
Piggybacking off your cop scene that you were talking about, I said, hey, the cops suck just like real life.
Wait, what? Like when they're interviewing them?
Oh yeah, oh my god, they're so biased.
Yeah, they really are. It was kind of annoying, like while watching. I'm like, this is fucking annoying. It was annoying the shit out of me, actually.
Yeah, it was very bad. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I would rather it be realistic than them being like, oh, you know, the cops are just real smart guys. You know. Real sleuth detectives.
We love cops.
Yeah. Go Popo.
Real sleuth detectives.
Yeah. Next note, score is great. It is. It just is.
What's great?
The score. The music underneath and stuff.
Yeah. It is.
It's really good. I think it really, like, a lot of times in the Christ. We both need some Toms.
Dude, right.
In the times where it needs to build tension, I think it does such a good job of building the tension. In the times where it needs to be, like, more subtle, it's very good at being very subtle. And I just think it's so well balanced. Very, very well done, in my opinion. Yeah.
There was a part in, like, when he's, like, doing when they do the press conference, like, him and her parents, to, like, talk about it or whatever. A note I wrote was her parents sound like an ad at the conference, because, like, they're, like, listing the website and shit like that. Like, if you want to find her, and it's just, like, it was like, yo, your daughter's missing. You guys sound like a fucking, like, ad right now.
And I love the irony in that everyone is accusing him of, like, not caring or being fake or this, that, and the other. When you look at it from, at least from my perspective, and I think from most people's perspective, when you watching that, it's like the parents are the fake people. Like, dude,
They literally exploited their daughter's life and, like, exaggerated it.
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of stuff she hadn't even done.
Right.
They exaggerate her life. Pretty much without asking her, basically. And, like, became rich off of it. And it's like... And then it's just, like, it's funny. What made it funny to me is, like, they expected her to just support it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how, they go to the party, and then, I can't remember exactly why. She doesn't, like,
really... There.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be there, but, like, there was a part where, like, I think she didn't wear the color her mom wanted her to wear, or dress she wanted her to wear, right? It's like, her mom's like, why don't you have the dress on?
She didn't do the theme. Of the
yeah. And her mom's like, why? And it's just like, bitch, like, come on.
Like a grown-ass woman.
Exactly, right? But it's like, you just expect your child, like, you're exploiting her, to just be like, oh, like, whatever, no big deal. But, like, clearly it is.
Yeah, I have this written down. The elitism is so clear, and it's
it's good.
And it's real. Good. It's so realistic.
That's good.
The elitism is, like, so obvious throughout the movie. Of, like, he obviously is more self-made, and she comes from money. And she has. I don't want to say she has it easy, because obviously she doesn't have it that easy.
Clearly not.
But she. I mean.
Yo, a question I have is, like, obviously I'm not married. You aren't either.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a question I'm putting out there. Like, when they were just talking about, I think it was, like, her voice over in it talking about, no, it was his. Talking about how, like, everything was in her name. Like, obviously she came from the money, like, the house, the fucking bar, like, everything was, like, her name. It's just, like, hey, if you're married, like, do you do that? As far as, like, just, like, that seems so just, like, not safe for you.
When one of you has more money than the other, I mean, you do what makes the most financial sense. So, I mean, if the bar hits tough times, you wanted to overdraft, or not overdraft, but you want to be able to dip into the bigger pot,
Yeah, that makes sense.
You don't want to have your account getting overdrafted because fucking,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
No,
yeah, I understand that. That makes sense. And I think they did a really good job at when they were doing the part where, like, she's telling everything, like, from her journal or whatever, and, like, she's talking about how they did that really well, like, her making him look guilty. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the part where she's like, oh, Nick, he stopped loving me, and, like, she's in the tub and he just, like, walks past her.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they did a really good job with that. Like, they really did a very good job with that.
Yeah, I love the teeter-totter of how you feel about the characters throughout the whole movie. You never know truly how you feel about them. I mean, it changes.
You really don't.
Changes scene to scene. And
I have another one. I wrote, bitch, how are you going to force me to take a picture and then get mad when I ask you to delete it? The part where he's at the fucking function and everybody's, like, helping him look for her, and, like, the lady comes behind him and she's like, oh, Nick, and she just, like, takes the picture. I don't know, it looked weird because, like, too, like, she, like, forced it on, but he smiled. And, like, she's like, oh, and then he's like, hey, can you delete that? Like, actually, like, I don't want to see that anywhere. Like, respectful as hell. And she's like, no. Like, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want with it. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't
like you forced a picture on me, and then you're gonna be mad that I asked you to not do something with it. Like, what the hell is that? And she's like, and then like it's funny how she walks off. She's like, I will do what I please, and she's like, ugh, and walks away. And it's like, who the fuck are you to even like that would piss me off in real life. That would fucking send me spiraling. It's like, who? What do you mean?
My wife just died, and you're like,
yeah, right?
Exploiting me.
Like, what the fuck are you?
I think my wife is dead, and you're exploiting me right now.
I'm literally like going through like probably the craziest time of my life right now. You're like, picture.
Yeah. Since we're talking about that scene and his like emotions and stuff, I have this written down where I said, depression is displayed on a spectrum in this movie and shows like so many different faces.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see depression so many different ways in this movie. Like Ben Affleck does a great job of displaying like just that numb depression of being like, oh, what the fuck? Like just in shock, like absolute shock, and then the parents just being like completely devastated, and then show it like Rosamund Pike's character showing her depression of being feeling like she's being anchored down. Now she's in Missouri. She doesn't want to be in Missouri. She never wanted to leave New York. I
like how she says that he treated her like she was like, oh, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Like he comes home and he's happy to be home, but she's like, I don't think she said I don't think you meant to bring me. Yeah, that's what she said. I was like, damn, that was tough.
She has some really good lines when she is like garnering sympathy in her diary. Mm-hmm. And it's done where she's speaking a monologue over like the scene. Mm-hmm. Those scenes were really good to me.
They were really good.
It's giving you motive for him, and but it's still showing him in like vulnerable spots where you don't think that he did it, but the way that she's talking, you're like, did he do it? And then we get to the scene where he is he hits her. Mm-hmm. And I literally have down, okay, he hit her, fuck this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like,
okay. And it was like, oh shit. Like that was like a little bit of a turning point, a little bit.
And then I also have written down, he's a fake nice guy and he's very manipulative. And he is. He's super manipulative.
That's good. To be honest, if she like the stuff we're saying, it's like if she genuinely, if she wasn't who she was and like the shit she did in the movie, mm-hmm. it's like like you said, like they're both pieces of shit. Yeah. But her shittiness definitely like outweighs his. Yeah. But like he sucks too. As like a husband, like you kind of sucked. Like, you know what I mean? Like you were not as good as you could have been. But also like clearly as a wife, like shit popped off. But I fucking I only wrote this because this was happening as I'm watching, so I was like, oh shit. I said, not this bitch faking her death. Like when it gets to that part of her like explaining the whole story, I was like, I'm literally watching. I was like, what the fuck? Like no way. And then as I'm watching, like we were saying earlier, I'm like, oh, everyone's gonna believe this, because it's just like why would you not? You know what I mean? Like she fucking did that shit. She did that shit. She fucking did that shit.
I have this written down where it said the movie is very sardonic, just like super dark, like sarcasm. Like the sarcasm in the movie is just so dark. Like that scene where she's explaining like everything that she goes through, mm-hmm. like to fake it, is like so darkly sarcastic. She's talking about faking her own fucking death.
Literally.
And
she's talking about killing herself at the end.
She's talking about like she went out and got groceries and shit. Like that's what it's. That would if you were shown that scene and not given context, you'd think like nothing of it, and it's something. I don't know about that, but you would like. I get what you're saying. Her tone in that scene is like so interesting, and it really paints her psychopath. Mm-hmm. As a psychopath, and she is a psychopath, and she is the master.
Dude. I like how she mentions, what did she say about the neighbor? She's like, you gotta get a dumb person. Is that what she said?
Yeah, like she has to manipulate a dumb person.
You gotta get a dumb. She's like, that was the first thing. She was like, you gotta get a dumb person. and it just goes from there. And like I love, like obviously, like you had mentioned it earlier, like I remember going back, like in another scene and how shit, like the cops were at the house or whatever at the beginning, and like her neighbor comes in there pregnant, like, and then she's like, remember the part where she's like banging on the door or whatever, and she's like, what did you do to your wife, Nick? What did you do to your pregnant wife?
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't do the pregnant thing to the fucking town thing, but
yeah.
She was like knocking, and the cops were in the house. She's like, hey, let me in, like type of like just freaking out. And it's like, that's so funny because like that literally was like, I went back to those scenes when she was like, you gotta get a dumb person, and then like that woman was like, it's just so funny how she played that really well as far as like just being that like dumb best friend neighbor, like she did nothing wrong, and like obviously she was feeding her all the bullshit
She was
as she let us know.
She was a mark.
She was a fucking mark. Mark ass bitch.
Mark ass bitch.
Bro. But yeah, that was really well done. And she's like fucking describing everything and how she's like gonna pretty much get away with it. I just like that whole like scene right there was just crazy as far as like her fucking putting the IV in her arm to like get all. She's like, you're gonna need blood, a lot of it. And she just puts the fucking IV in her arm. She's sitting there reading on the floor while her fucking blood is coming out the IV. Like, not gonna lie, that was kind of badass. Like, this bitch is crazy, but that was kind of badass. She's just sitting on the floor reading a fucking book while her blood's getting drawn out. Like,
going.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And then she, like, puts it all over the floor. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally watching. I'm like, yo, what? Like, it's crazy. But also hard as fuck.
It was hard as fuck.
I was like, Jesus.
Speaking of hard as fuck, Emily Ratajkowski.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a moment of silence.
You know she was on iCarly. She was on iCarly once.
I think I remember that.
She was Gibby's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. That's so funny.
I saw that somewhere and I was like, what? And I was like, wow.
That's really funny. I actually do remember that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll move on from that. I have another note that says paranoia is also displayed on a spectrum very well. Like, it shows paranoia in so many different, ways, and like the ways that people have paranoia and what they're paranoid about, and how the different paranoias and what you're paranoid about, how they can change how your paranoia, like, instills itself in the first place. I really enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah.
Them being paranoid of, like, I didn't kill her, but fuck, I need to figure out how I can prove that I didn't kill her, and like the paranoia of that, and him being like calm. Like, the paranoia is like more of like a build up, and he is like more at an impasse of not knowing what to do in order to clear his name, and then topping that with her being fucking insane, and her paranoia of being like, oh my god, I'm gonna get caught. And I like the juxtaposition of those, and I thought it was really good.
When she was living, where was she living? Like, I know where she was, but like, she was living at a camper? Is that what it was, or what was it?
In the Ozarks. She was just living at a campsite.
At a campsite.
In the Ozarks, or it was like a condo. I mean, it looked like it was just like a hotel, and she was doing like a short stay. Not like a weekend stay, but like she rented out the hotel for a month.
One little thing I liked was when we do start seeing the scenes of her being there, whatever, like in her place or whatever, like the little note she kept.
Yeah.
And then like she had so many kill self question mark.
Yeah. Oh my god, all the fucking kill self ones.
It was like, I was just like, wow,
just do it.
Like, I literally, and then like I'll just go forward a little bit just because I remember this, but like when she like does the shit with the girl, I think that's what she does. But I can't remember what part happened before she came out of her room and she like took it off. She like took the kill stuff off and she was like, fuck that, I'm not doing that. But I can't remember what it was that made that happen.
She saw that the girl came forward.
Oh,
Andy Ratajkowski's character comes forward and starts talking, and she's like, all right, well, fuck it, I don't want to kill myself anymore.
Speaking of that, I felt fucking Margot's like frustration.
Oh my god.
Just in real life with her brother when she watches the old girl leave, and she's like, "You fucking," she's like a piece of shit or something. Yeah, and he's just like, "Fuck."
Yeah, no, that was great.
And then she's like, "How long?" He's like, "A year and a half." She's like, "You've been lying to me for a year and a half."
And
like
his twin sister.
He's just like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I feel right there." It's just like, I'll probably be on the same shit. Like, are you fucking serious?
And that really sells him as like, damn, this guy's a
you fucking suck. But also, I thought that, and then I thought too, I was like, damn, like, because like his like a lawyer eventually says like, yeah, this is gonna make you look terrible, dude. Yeah. Like I know, like obviously you probably didn't kill your wife, but this is not gonna make it look any easier for you as far as you didn't do it. Like, holy shit,
it's horrid.
And then when she actually comes forward, it's like, oh shit, well. That's that. Oh, I have a note here.
Hold that thought again.
Okay.
We're going to take another break because we got to switch the film over again because of cameras. Alrighty.
You're a piece of shit. Good for you.
Immediate.
Wait for you to just
fucking clock.
Oh. Fuck. What the fuck? Just fucking dead in your eye with that shit. Can you imagine? Like, what the fuck, Daniel? Like, you should have been talking shit.
Welcome back.
Hey, oh, shit.
Gotta open the computer.
The compute.
That's what it is.
It's a laptop.
That's what it is!
It's a laptop, bro.
Right.
It's a laptop.
Anyway, it's not a computer?
I mean, yes.
Tell me this isn't a computer.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Shut up.
But you're not gonna say that. You're gonna say, I'm gonna go get my laptop.
I would say I'm gonna go get my computer.
Whatever, bro. You're saying that right now.
I mean. Okay. Yeah. I like when he catches the gummy bear when he's talking to Tyler Perry, and he goes, "That's what men are supposed to do." After she was throwing he kept throwing the gummy bears at him, and he goes, "That's what men are supposed to do." When she gave him some advice.
I can't remember either.
I'm pretty sure she just said "shut up" or like just take the blame. Yeah, I think it was. She was basically telling him like, "Oh, just take the blame," and
he's describing how he's gonna tell the story to the media, and like he's like every time you fuck up, I'm gonna throw a gummy bear at you.
Yeah, they're like practicing his interview and stuff, and
I wish I could remember the dialogue in that scene.
And he was basically just like, just take all the blame and like, be the bad guy, and he's like, "That's what men." Oh God.
Bless you.
He was like, "Yeah, that's what men are supposed to do."
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I thought that line was good. Another example of them using the, the social norms of men and men and women and societal gender norms and shit like that.
Speaking of Tyler Perry, bro, I don't even know that I have, because like at the beginning I have fucking Tyler Perry, then I just put a fucking laughing emoji because like that was the first time he appeared on the screen, and I remember seeing his name at the beginning, obviously, but like seeing him I was like, oh shit, it's Tyler Perry, and I just laughed, and then like I thought it was funny how like they're sitting down talking about it, and at the beginning he starts laughing, he's like, "You don't believe me?" And he's like, "No, I believe you, but I think he's like, it's a hell of a story, or it's gonna be hard getting everybody else to believe you."
Yeah.
And he's like, what did he say was he's like his like asking price or going price was like $100K.
Yeah.
Because he was the lawyer that like it said he represented people that killed their fucking wives.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, shit's $100K. It's like, that's fucking insane.
Insanity.
Yeah. I like how, and obviously he would be right, I like how committed the lawyer, I can't remember the lawyer's name, who Tyler Perry played, but like, how committed he was to
Tyler Bolt.
There we go. I like how committed Bolt was to like helping him. You know what I mean? He's like, all right, this is what we're gonna do.
Tanner Bolt.
This is what we're gonna make happen. He like, no, it's Amy, right? Yeah. He's like, we know Amy's still out there. You think Amy's still? He's like, I'm gonna get my two best guys on it. Like, You know what I mean? He's like, my two best guys on it. He's like, someone's gonna fucking find their ass. And it's funny because like he does that, she ends up coming out of the show.
Yeah. I definitely thought that was gonna be like a hunt down.
Dude, that's what I thought immediately when he was like, I got my two best guys on. I was like, oh shit, like, he's like, it's about to some crazy like huntsman stuff. But again, she ends up coming out her fucking self. I also have another one here. When she's like at home or whatever, and she's like chilling with the girl, and they're watching the fucking news about her basically, but the girl doesn't know. For what fucking reason did she spit in her mouth and do? Why did she do that?
I put the note. Okay, Amy's fucking crazy.
She literally spit in this girl's soda for no reason at all. And I get like that was a thing to show that she's crazy. No, but it's just like, what the fuck?
Well, the very specific reason that she did it was she was talking about herself, and she was like, "Oh, that girl, you know." She basically said, like, I don't feel bad for her because she's rich.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's really why. Mm-hmm. She was like, well, I mean, why do you really even care? That girl's rich. Anyways, like, what does it fucking matter to her? Like, another dumb, rich white girl going this in, like, story of the century. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that part was fucking wild to me. She spits her around, dude. She comes back, she watches her sit down and take a sip, and I'm just like, wow. Yeah. That's really, I keep saying this about the movie, but, like, it's real in the sense of, like, that also could happen. Yeah. Like, obviously, you wouldn't want that to happen. You would never want to be a part of something like that. But it's just like, that shit could happen. Yeah. Like, someone could be that wicked to where they, like, would spit in your drink without you knowing and watch you drink it.
Oh, the okay, Amy is fucking crazy note I have actually is for when she is posing her so I have the gummy bear line, and then the next note I have is Amy is fucking crazy, and that's when she starts, like, doing all that shit to herself in the bathroom, where she, like, penetrates herself with a wine bottle.
Oh,
and then,
puts the shit on her dress and stuff.
And then goes and starts fucking Neil Patrick Harris's character. And then murders him.
Dude. Before that, like when she's like setting it up, like you said, and like she gets on the ground and like is like yelling or like help me in front of the camera or whatever. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I just want to read like these 5 comments because they're basically me reacting to it. It's all lowercase. It's just literally me like typing. Oh my god!
Right there, yeah.
Yeah, I wrote, okay, Amy is fucking crazy. That wine bottle didn't deserve that. A lot of sex in this movie. Yeah, Amy's fucking insane. Score during the murder scene was perfect amount of tension.
That scene right there, you probably would know, is when I telegrammed you and I was like, yo, what is this movie? Yeah. That's literally like that scene. Yeah. Like that happened and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because what I thought was going to happen, and obviously we know what happens now. Obviously the last thing I thought she was going to do was slit his throat. I thought, from like kind of a little bit of it, I thought she was going to have him fuck her and like, and then claim rape, and then he fucked her, and like we saw that happen. I did not think she was gonna split this man's fucking throat open
as a way to justify.
Bro, I was like, holy shit!
Yeah,
like that was crazy to me. I was like, there's no fucking way. Like I'm thinking she's about to just keep it simple at least. No. She slit his shit, and he just bleeds all over her, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah,
like, what?
They really go.
That shit, bro, that shit sitting me. I was like, oh my god. Like, I literally was like, I have to, like, I fucking, like, I telegram me, I'm like, there's no way that just happened. Like, what the fuck? Like, I literally was like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then, like, that happens. I'm going to go back to, I like how you see how, like, that you kind of understand why because she got her treadmill or him, correct?
Yeah.
You realize why she did when he moves her into his lake house. because of like just how obsessive he is about her. You see why she put a restraining order. She's crazy too, but you see why she did that because he's fucking like very just. Well, all right, you're weird, man.
And he doesn't. Ben Affleck can't question her. At first, he's hesitant to question her about Desi because, like, he went to Desi and tried to ask.
And got turned away.
And got turned away. And so he's thinking maybe in his mind, like, fuck, like, maybe she did. And then that scene where she fucking admits to it in the shower. And it's basically like, you're trapped. You're like,
dude, yeah, you're literally like, holy shit, like, I was like scared for him. I'm like, oh my god, like,
that's what I was
this bitch is crazy.
As much empathy as you lose, you gain and then lose for Ben Affleck throughout this movie. Like on a teeter-totter, you gain like so much reason to want to care for this guy, and then you lose it so many times, and it feels like it really gets whittled down by the end. And then at the very end of the movie, you're just like, oh my god,
dude! Like the scenes that they're going through, and then like he's just having to like accept everything, and like they go on TV and announce the pregnancy, and then like they're in the bathroom and like. They're in the kitchen, and then she's telling him basically like what he needs to say to the media to make everything sound like good.
Right.
And she's like, Nick, you're gonna need to take this.
Yeah.
So like, I was just like, what? Babe, what? What do you mean? Like, no. But he's like, all right, like, whatever.
True.
That shit, I was just like, holy shit, like she's off it. Like
she's super manipulative.
Bro.
They're both super manipulative, and like he, in my opinion. I'm not a mental health expert, and I don't want to pass myself off as trying to be one. But I think his character is kind of like a sociopath, and her character is very much a psychopath. And just the way that they manipulate each other and try to manipulate each other and successfully manipulate each other is just like.
I love there was a part like the part when she when she shows back up all bloody.
Yeah.
And then like she hugs him and like the media's out there and he whispers and he's like, you bitch.
You fucking bitch.
I was like, hell yeah, bro. Like,
that's all I have it written. Right, she only wanted attention. That's so gross.
Like to this extent, it's like what the fuck?
So gross,
dude. And you're just like, there's no way. And the part when she does come back and like they like got past her or whatever, and she's like, I think it might have been when they were in the shower. It might have not been, but she's basically like, oh, I did this for you. And she's like, I'm back, and like I did this for you. And it's like, what? Like, what do you mean? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean you did this for me?
All the scenes after they left the hospital were just so
intense, and also just like you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've never had a movie hit the climax, and I've never had so much falling action that feels like it's just as tense as the climax of the movie. Dude,
you're so right about that because it's just like, obviously her splitting the dude's throat, and then like her showing back up bloody, that surprised me. Like her just like it goes to the scene and she's just bloody walking up to him, and you're just like, oh shit. Yeah. Like, okay, like alright. And then like you said, it just like keeps going after that. That got me. I was just like, oh shit. Like they did that really good too.
I really liked the falling action. It felt natural, it felt like a good amount of time, and yeah.
Again, paced very well.
Yeah. Very well.
Because then after that, it kind of just goes downhill in the sense of like, oh yeah, he's like having to accept all her bullshit. And then, like I said, they announced their pregnancy on TV, and that fucking threw me. I was like, can you imagine?
And that's the
because once they do it, she like forces him to say it.
And that was the big kicker for me too.
It was like, what?
Of like you feel so fucking bad. This guy,
dude, literally, yeah, you're sitting there like
now he's biologically going to have this constant reminder of her, and then whether or not they end up they're still being together or whatever. I mean, that's to be.
But he wants to stay there for his kid. That he thinks is coming.
And then, he just knows this kid's going to have trauma. Like, there's just no fucking way that I mean, every kid is going to have trauma, but you have, like, no possible way for this kid really to have a good life.
Yeah.
He doesn't want the kid, and she is fucking insane.
Dude, like crazy. And like it's just, again, she forces him to say the pregnancy thing, and like you're sitting there just feeling like the worst for him.
Yeah.
And it's just like the way it ends is just so like, okay.
I feel bad for her too, because I felt like he in a way pushed her to that with all the manipulation.
It definitely shows that.
I don't want to sit here and be like, she's just fucking insane, and he's a little puppy.
But also, does someone push you to that?
No. She's insane and she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
And that's the psychopath part of it. But you also have to kind of feel bad because he was kind of an asshole to her.
He was, for sure, yeah.
Or not kind of, he was very much an asshole
to her. He never took her feelings into account.
He was very much an asshole to her, knew that she had been in relationships where she had been abused before and abused her.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It's super hard to have empathy for him because he made those kinds of mistakes and stuff, and like he's, you shouldn't touch women at any point in time. So it's, I don't know, that I love that, and I love that about the movie. It paints both the characters in the gray area where you kind of have to pick and choose what you do like about the characters, and by the end of it, you're like, I don't think I like these people. And I think if you do like these people as like people, you're like, I don't really want to be around.
Everything is questionable. Like by the end of it, I'm just like, damn, like, fuck. It's like I feel bad for him, like you said, I feel bad for him, but I'm like, damn, like I feel bad for her too. And then when it ends, I'm just like, shit, like I'm just like, fuck. Well, that happened.
Yeah, that did happen.
It's like, holy shit, man. Oh, and then like you had mentioned it earlier, just like all together in general, the media. And that fucking movie is just so like, the last note I had was the fucking officer. This is when they came to his sister's house, and they had a fucking search warrant for the shed, and like the shed ended up being the like little brown room, right, or building, or whatever the fuck it was. And she says they go through the shed, they find everything that was bought with the credit cards, and the cop says to what's his name, Nick, standing right next to her, she says, every time you said something stupid, I thought, maybe he's just stupid. Like, she said that to him because of, like, the shit he was saying during talking to them as the cop. She's like, every time you said something stupid, I just thought, maybe he's just stupid. And then I did love, again, how she questioned, like, everything all the time. Like, she was questioning something. She's like, why would he do this or this? And the guy who hates him is just like, fuck him.
Because he's a dumbass. He's a loser.
That shit was so funny to me, bro. But, then the fucking, I thought some parts were weird, too, where, like, he goes to, like, check on his dad's house, like, once a week, he says. And then, like, obviously the fucking code is fucked up. And the cops end up coming because she changed it. Because she changed the code. And, like, the cops, like, just, like, right there behind him. He's like, are you following me? Like, yeah. Like, cause you showed up real fucking fast. Like, get the fuck out of here. She's like, oh, from the clues, I would have thought that was the little brown building or whatever. He's like, nope. I thought that part was funny. He's like, nope.
Blue.
And then he just gets in the car and leaves. I thought that was hilarious. Cause it's like, yeah, fuck you, like.
Yeah, and the fact that it's called the Little Brown House because of the joke that they had. The inside joke is like great.
Right. It's pretty. Yeah, it's really funny.
I did note that the cinematography was really dark. Like it had like a very dark tone over the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a lot of shadows, a lot of like, there's a lot of outside scenes, and like even the outside scenes looked like it was like overcast outside. Always.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
It was just always dark. It was always gloomy. It gave a very gloomy feel.
Mm-hmm.
And that part of the direction with the camera work was really good, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the final scene of the movie, we're going to wrap up our notes on the movie, I think. I loved the callback to the very first line of the movie being the very end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that. A lot of times that doesn't work out. He's got her hand on his head, and he's like, sometimes you look at someone and you just wonder, like, what's going on in their head? Like, what are you thinking?
Mm-hmm.
and she like looks up.
Oh yeah, isn't that the part where she's like laying on his chest, right?
Yeah. That's the very beginning and the very end of the movie. It's the same shot.
that was really good.
And he's good for that. He likes doing that a lot, I think. I don't know.
Like you said, they did a very good.
I don't know.
They did a very good job of like just showing like the beginning of them being like the perfect couple in a way. Because like even when they were like walking in the library, she's like, oh, they say like marriage is hard or something like that. She's like, not me and Nick. She's like, we're just like they were just loving their fucking married life. And then it ends like that.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, fuck, you know.
Yeah. My next note says, direction felt very tight, no emotion ever felt wasted, and that's kind of been something you've been talking about the whole time, so I'm going to move on from that. I have, runtime seems long, is long, but can't be justified by the story that they're able to tell. I also feel like the movie could be 30 minutes shorter, tell the same story, but in my opinion, it would be at the risk of losing the nuance that makes this movie so encapsulating in the first place.
I should start putting in notes because those are good.
These are my notes. I like take 5 minutes after the movie's done
So
and just put every thought that comes to my mind, and that's kind of how I've tried to be doing it. I'm trying to like figure out how I want to do this every time. And
I like that.
It's evolving.
Because I just kind of like, well, it's only the second time, but I kind of just end my notes. Like the last one I had was the last one I had, you know?
Yeah. I hear you. There's no way to do it. I'll move on to the next one. It said, a lot of great acting performances in this movie. Everybody gets their moment, and they more than often shine. Like I thought Tyler Perry was really good in this movie. I thought Neil Patrick Harris gave something different. I know him from like How I Met Your Mother, so to see him in this movie in like such a weird manipulating role is like really interesting. He was also like he got the How I Met Your Mother role from being in Harold and Kumar. So knowing that that's where he came from and to see him in like a really like interesting drama role was cool. I liked it.
It's random, but I just thought about it. I like the scene where the girl who lived next door to her and her boyfriend robbed her.
Yeah,
I like that.
Oh yeah,
you fucking deserve that, bitch. Like, I like when they fucking did that.
I wanted to talk about that. The scene was tense as fuck.
And they're only able to rob her because they saw her drop her money when they were fucking putt-putting.
The way they set that up.
You say you were broke.
Set that up was great. The way that they they go through it is great. Like she doesn't. You can tell she's hanging out with her to fill time, not because she actually likes her.
Right. So that makes it even more like funny and fucked up because it's like
because you know
she didn't consider her a friend and then you get fucking robbed by her. You know?
It's so telegraphed. I feel like it's very telegraphed that it's gonna happen.
What did she tell the girl her name was? Do you remember?
Susan or something like that. It was a very generic name.
I love how.
But she was like, I call you a name that you never.
Yeah, you never. Yeah, that's you never answer to her half the time. She's like, she said something about her hair being like weird looking, and like she's like naming all this stuff. She's like, you're just weird. And just fucking robs her right there. She's like, as soon as you guys leave, I'm calling the cops. She's like, no, you're not. You can't. And like she knows that, but like obviously doesn't know what happened.
She's in a shithole. She doesn't know what it is. She doesn't care. She wants the money.
And she's like, yes, I know I can rob you with no issue after.
That's showing a character with a clear motivation rather than having a character just be like, so what's going on?
Yeah,
and
right.
Having that explain the story. I love that was just something that happened to her character, and so she had to like start audibling, and that leads to her killing Desi. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that happening to her is like another, like, straw in the camel's back that just, like, leads to this avalanche of her killing Desi, and I loved how they unraveled that.
You're going to be watched at every corner. All of these cameras. It's like, Jesus. Like, right there, it's like, oh, you're fucking nuts.
This dude is wild.
This dude is fucking crazy, too.
Yeah, and then I have have a note about how the media acts,
Yeah, they sucked.
And then
I thought it was okay, sorry.
I just have half the note of me writing out how they did a really, really good job of talking about gender norms and stuff.
I thought it was a funny part. I had a thought where Nick, he's like trying to get into his sister's house, and he jumps over the gate in the backyard to run to the back door to be able to get in the back door without seeing the media. And like the door's locked, so he's like fucking open the door to his sister, and then like the media sees him anyway, and it's like, is that not something you communicate? Like, hey, make sure the back door is unlocked, so I don't have to deal with bullshit.
I thought the same thing. It's like, hey, can you unlock the door?
Yeah, like what? But instead, you just decide to do that, and then the door's locked as fuck.
Like the lawyer's already in there. Like exactly.
It's like, what the fuck?
Like, you didn't know he was coming. Like, what the fuck?
And then now he's just like, he's trying to avoid the media, and they're like, Nick! Like, what the hell, dude? I mean, I could have done a way better job at doing that, but that was funny to me.
Do you want to
also, quick question. The part where they find a shit in the shed and they arrest Margot, what the fuck did they arrest her for? Is it because it was in her shed?
Yeah, because she would be, like, aiding and abetting, like...
Oh.
Because they thought, like, that he had made her disappear, and she was, like, his accomplice.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
Yeah. Do you want to read the themes?
Yeah.
Daniel's going to read the themes of the movie.
The first one.
What's the theme?
The themes are capitalism, pride, prejudice, nature, necessity, morality, man versus self, I like that one, loyalty, love and sacrifice, fuck, jealousy, fuck, inner peace, ignorance, hate, conspiracy, that's a big one, betrayal, that's a good one too, arrogance, holy shit, abuse of power, fuck. Those are good.
Yeah.
I like this.
We're gonna take...
Hate!
We're gonna take one more quick break. I'm honestly just gonna click it off and click it right back on. And we're gonna talk about these themes a little bit more, and then we're gonna rate the movie, and we're gonna maybe reveal what comes next. Like, the next movie. So. Let's see. Welcome back.
Hey.
Like I said, we just turned it over. We're back. We're going to talk about these themes a little bit. Capitalism. Number 1. Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty there. Yeah, it's pretty, I mean, it goes with the like the elitism that I talked about a little bit earlier. It goes with the trend, especially in America's constant celebrity culture of two people exploiting their child for capital gain, not allowing them to have a life.
Would you have read Amazing Amy, you think? Like, you know what I mean? It was like a real thing. You think you would have read it?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
My sister probably would have.
Then again, though, I did. Like, I'm just talking out loud. Did you ever read Junie B. Jones? Like, in a way, it's kind of similar. Like, a girl just...
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say... I was trying to think about... I was gonna call it Moody Judy, but...
Good comparison. Yeah,
I think it's kind of similar. I didn't read a lot of, like, for children's books. I read, like, the Magic Tree House. I really like those books.
I like those too, yeah.
But...
I don't think I would have read Amazing Amy either.
I don't think so.
But I see why it would have been big. You know what I mean? I see why it would have been popular.
Yeah. Pride is the next one. That one's pretty obvious. I mean, just Nick. That's his name, right? Yeah, Nick. Nick's pride throughout the whole movie. Margot trying to help Nick keep his pride. Amy's false sense of pride.
I like how much, this is like not really related to Pride, but I like how much Margot, obviously it's your twin sister, how much she's there for him in the sense of the part where like, obviously, was it Bolt mentions his going rate pretty much. And like Nick's like talking to his sister on the phone, and he's like, basically like, how the fuck am I afford 100K?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'll put a second mortgage on the house. I got this much in savings. She's like, we're doing this. You know what I mean? Like that's some ride or die twin shit right there. You know? It's just like your fucking house and your every cent you have in your bank account.
Yeah, that's
just to make sure I'm good.
Yeah, I think that's a common theme in the movie. Not common theme like how we're talking, but like a theme throughout the movie that I see is there's like so many of the characters are doing are rather than speaking about like what they're doing, they show you who they are as characters by just doing what they like by actions and speaking for themselves.
Right.
And you know, I mean, I guess in that instance, it's her words with her being, you know, like, I'll do whatever. Like, she speaks whatever, but like, it's the action and the idea that she would do that for him. And like, that's her brother. That's not like her husband or like her partner or whatever. Like, that's not what it is at all. And so that's just, that shows character in that way. And
he's just like, thanks, go. Like, she's like, thanks.
The pride that she has in her family and in her brother and everything like that. Prejudice I have. I mean, I've kind of been talking about that the whole time. Just like playing into manipulating social norms and like using those social norms to manipulate other people. Right? Like just using prejudice against the audience, using prejudice against, because this movie very like starts to have you convinced that Ben Affleck killed his wife, and I think it uses the audience's prejudice as, you know, of what we're expecting and like what we know to be reality, and it uses it against us to tell a really cool story. Yeah, I think nature we don't need to hit. I don't think necessity we need to hit. Morality is very obvious. I mean, they both have such super great morality. Man versus self. I want to add to that one like as like this is like a 1A, 1B scenario. Man versus self and man versus woman. Where it's really like normally I would be like a man versus a man, but like it's very much man versus woman specifically. And I think that's like a big thing in this movie. And then man versus self.
That whole man versus self is just like, it's like that whole movie is like fuck. That's really like, you know, all it is. Not all it is, but like a big part.
Yeah, I mean, if it's Amy fighting with herself of like what she wants, Ben Affleck's character fighting, Nick fighting for what he wants, Margot fighting like herself and like what she just wants, because she wants to beat the shit out of Nick at some points in that movie, and she's just like, oh my god, what are you making me do? Like, yeah, I still have to love you at the end of the day. And it's like, I guess that one plays into love and sacrifice of like, you sacrifice so much to love somebody. Like, love is a lot of sacrifice. And then loyalty plays into that as well.
Loyalty is pretty big.
Jealousy is a huge theme. That one is like a super huge one. Jealousy of like Amy wanting to have like a better relationship with Nick, having the jealousy that maybe that there's another girl, or knowing there's another girl actually, and then, you know, That being such a common theme throughout the movie and how he.
I felt bad, and I was also like not pissed off, more just like damn, like when I don't remember her name in the movie, but when his affair partner comes out to the media, it was like damn, like did you really have to do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if you had to do that. So.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like the fact that it happened, like fuck.
That's another way that like media played a part in it. Like that felt so real.
It did.
I'm like, yeah, she's gonna come out.
And then you find out shortly after when Amy's telling the story to the chick that lives next door, and she's like, "Yeah, I saw them coming out of the fucking." But wait, was that her telling the truth, or was she like putting that girl in the place of her? You know what I'm saying? Because she said that she saw him and the girl coming out of somewhere. And he's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I saw them in the bar. Yeah, out of the bar. Was that her telling their story?
I think that was
she
real.
really saw them.
I think that was real.
Okay.
I interpreted that as real.
I didn't know, because if you listen, the way she was telling it, that moment was like similar to when they met, and like they went outside, it was snowing, and so I was just like that. I was like, is that real, or is, I don't know. I have no idea. But also, I was just like, damn. Like when she came out to the media, I was like, fuck. That sucks, dude. And then his lawyers meeting was like, whoa. Because they had practice. And he's like, we were ahead of this. He's like, now we got to play damage control.
Yeah, and that kind of plays into this one, betrayal of like, there's so much betrayal in this movie from all sides to everyone. Every single character betrays one another in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's like very few characters that actually betrays anyone in this movie, or doesn't betray somebody in this movie. And then that kind of plays into conspiracy and abuse of power and arrogance. All of those really kind of just play all together. And then they create the last one of hate. You know, all those create hate, and you know. But yeah, that's the themes, and yeah, I think we're done there. And what's the last thing? We're gonna rate the movie. We're gonna put it on the list.
What did we rate?
The list. We're pulling it up. So Taxi Driver, for me, got a 9.5. Daniel gave it an 8.5. And now we have incoming Gone Girl. Daniel, what's your rating for your movie?
My rating for Gone Girl is going to be, I'll give it an 8.
Daniel going with an 8. I personally thought this movie was very good. Gave it a 9. Maybe I'm more generous than Daniel is with my ratings. I guess I'm just a little bit more of a generous guy, but that puts Gone Girl under Taxi Driver in our eyes, combined.
I can get with that.
I think so.
Oh yeah.
I would say so. Like I said, Gone Girl, I feel like could have been a little shorter, and
yeah.
I think that's its really its only quibble, and I think that may just
it's only fault if there is any, you know.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's really a fault of it. It's just makes the movie a little bit more hard to watch. A little bit. It's not a casual movie to revisit.
Is it bad that I went into my rating?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's our opinion. I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to sit here and be like, oh no, I love this movie, and I'm not going to deduct any points for any reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. So they'll fucking get over it. How about that? Yeah, get over it. So I have a question for you. Have you ever seen the movie Airplane?
Airplane?
1980?
There's a movie called Flight I've seen. I thought about Flight music.
Well, folks, we're watching Airplane next week.
We're watching Airplane next week.
We are watching...
Where's Airplane located?
Airplane from 1980. We'll talk about that later and stuff. But, yeah.
Hopefully, I do not take a week plus to watch Airplane. I shouldn't.
Airplane
things happen. you know.
Airplane is less than 90 minutes, so.
Oh, okay. I probably won't take that long to watch Airplane.
And I've seen clips because of my dad. Very funny movie. So next week will be a lot lighter. So it should be a good laugh because, yeah.
I like that we're doing this because one, I feel like for me personally, like it's cool to be able to look back on something, and two, it's just like why we started in the first place of like watching movies, just because there's so much just cinema I just literally have not laid my eyes on ever. Like there's so much,
Right.
you know. So it's cool that like we're taking the time to actually like make it a thing, and like okay, we're gonna sit down and watch a whole fucking movie, you know.
Right.
So that's really cool. Cause like I know, like every week, you know, like, no matter what, I'm like I'm gonna see a movie this week. Like, you know, like, no matter what, I'm gonna see a movie.
We're gonna watch a new movie
at some point.
For sure.
So I think that's pretty cool.
I do too. I really enjoy the thing of it. So I'm gonna try to make it light next week. We're gonna lighten it up, the mood. We're gonna lighten up the whole feel. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is in Airplane.
Is he really?
Yeah, he plays a pilot.
What year is this from?
1980. So he's not.
Okay.
You know, it's before Magic gets drafted to the Lakers and all that cool
Is
stuff.
it a comedy?
Oh yeah, it's a slapstick comedy.
Okay.
It's by the Zucker brothers who went on to make Scary Movie 3 and 4 and movies like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's very much in that vein.
Okay, cool.
So
this is gonna be our first like not serious movie.
Very dark, serious
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, and that deals with like psychopaths and like studying the human brain. So
good on you, Hunter. Switching it up for the first time. Hell yeah.
I had another drama lined up, and I was like, you know what? Let's do something different. I just
what was the genre like? What made you change it? Because it was just like the same thing.
Oh no, it was just like it was straight up like in the same like mind space as the other ones and stuff. And I was like, yeah, let me.
I should make my next one a porno.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. That'd be fun.
I mean, that'd be different. That'd be different.
Would be very
than
different.
Literally anything we've done so far.
Daniel Travis Bickle. Daniel turning into Travis Bickle.
Oh,
all it took is 1 week, and this man is like, "We want to go to a porn theater."
I've never been to a theater.
I'll give you $1. Do you want to go to a date?
It's 2022. I have a phone.
Yeah. That's fair.
That's so funny. That's actually crazy to think about. Like, obviously it was the 70s, but they were fucking adult film theaters.
It's fucking stupid.
That's crazy to me. I feel like even if I was alive back then, I wouldn't go to one.
No, men are gross.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that part of it, I was just like, I'm not fucking going in there. Because, like, more than likely, there's somebody fucking jacking off in the theater. Like, I don't want to fucking be a part of that. Or maybe that's just how I'm thinking right now because I wasn't alive back then and it was, like, normal. I don't know. We're doping off. I'm just putting it out.
We should try it. Yeah, so that, I think we're going to end on that. We're going to end on that, I guess. Tune in next week when we're watching Airplane. Should be fun. Should be a more fun episode.
It's like an airplane.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was an airplane. All right.
Imagine it crashing.
Yeah, because like airplanes crash and stuff.
That's all, folks.